how did you do today?
So I finished in top 8 of the Disney LORCANA Continentals, and yeah.
That's amazing, and you're going to Worlds, so it's even better.
I am going to Disney World for the first time in my life. I'm so excited.
We love it. So what colors did we play?
Oh yeah, green, purple.
Ooh, okay. I was doing it, so let's see the spice that you're playing.
I'm just gonna lay all the 1-drops out real quick. So we got 2 Diablo, 3 Magic Broom, 2 Olaf, 3 Chernabog's Followers, 4 Pegasus, and 4 Merfolk. So, first thing we learned from this is the green 1-drops are better because we have 4 of those. But now, all of these are supposed to facilitate a weekend in which I don't brick and that I have coverage for different matchups. Against Steel, these are the ones I want to see. I want to see Olaf, Diablo. They help cover that turn 1 Cinderella or, the Diablo shift, Seeing Storm, just so I keep a body on board. Pegasus does fine to go into Calhoun. Chernabog's is the best 1-drop against red-purple because it just checks their Flynn triggers and really helps you out if you're on the draw or the play. And then the Merfolk's just my favorite way to draw on the deck. And we'll talk, or Merfolk, Magic Broom's my favorite way to draw on the deck. And then Merfolk's necessity for red-blue.
Oh.
But 18 1-drops, so that's a little not super standard.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was trying to count and listen, so it was a lot.
Yeah. Quite a few. Now, moving into the 2-drops, we've got Snake, Go-Go, Ursula, and 2 Sirhiss. So the thing about the 2-drops is I very rarely, if ever, play them on 2. I usually want to find them later on in the game. Usually, almost always, these get mulligan back. Sirhiss obviously has applications against red-blue and green-steel, but yeah, just finding them integral times, and I maxed out on bounce for this deck.
How often were you able to go Tamago?
More often than you would think.
Love that for you.
I think I hit probably off red-blue players. Probably got like 40 or so lore off Go-Go this weekend.
That's wild.
Yep. So we're moving on to the meat of the deck. All my 3-drops, so get ready for this one. Okay. So there's a lot of 3-drops in the deck, and mathematically they go very well with my 1-drops. If I miss my turn 4, which is an integral turn in this deck, I can go a 3-drop and a 1-drop to kind of keep the pressure on. Mm-hmm. To explain them individually, the Foxes, I max out on bounce, and Fox is the best bounce. White Rose and Prince Philip, I split time between them both. They're both effectively 2 lore that shine in different matchups or in different stages of the game. You want to find Rose late when you're trying to eke out those surprise lore and throw red-blue off of what they're trying to do to you. Yeah. And Prince Philip is one of the MVPs this weekend and another one of the spicy picks, but you quest, bounce him, replay him, and quest again. The only thing that can really kill him is a Tremaine or a prep, and I go so wide, it's very hard to Tremaine Philip. So, and he leaves the sticky damage counters on the board. 3 crab and 3 kit. The 3 kit's a little questionable, and the 3 crab's probably questionable too a lot, but the 3 crab will explain a little bit later. 3 kits is I really just want to see 1 in rotation and start bouncing it, and against red-blue, you don't want to get choked up on that card. And the crab's kind of similar. I want to see 1 of them in rotation versus songs, and I don't ever really need more than 1. And then finally, probably the spiciest pick of the weekend is most people thought this card was dead, but he's just how you beat Steel. They go so wide and drop their entire hand if they're on like the Diggy Diggy Hole version, and you surprise them and drain them a couple lore in the late game, and then you just swing for 5, 10 in a turn, and they can't really pressure it. You just throw them off. He can combo really well with a lot of things in the deck, but you can also play a bounce and just banish it on the spot. I did that to stop someone at 19, and it's just a crazy good card. He wins the mirror too. 4 drops, probably the second most important spot in the deck. If I'm playing 18 1-drops, obviously the 1-drop's the big one, but so 2 rabbit, 4 genie, 4 goat. The 4 goat and the 4 genie is pretty self-explanatory for a deck like this. I couldn't go more rabbit because they're really bad when they're bad. But you just want to see one of these suckers against green steel. You want to see them against red blue, and just see one of those in a bounce, and you're feeling comfy. Didn't happen to me in top 8, but. And then to finish off the deck, I have 2 Shift Pegasus. So this was another spicy pick, but it did farm a couple games for me. So there's a Zodia hand. I don't know if you're familiar with the term from Yu-Gi-Oh, but if you're playing this deck and you open up, really 1-drop, but I'm going to show you the best one. So if you open this hand, it's just like super scary against 90% of the field. You go Pegasus on 1, you don't play the Merfolk on 1, especially if you're on the draw. Then you follow up with the 2 Merfolk, quest the Pegasus. It's hard to kill on turn 2. Turn 3, you shift, swing, and swing again, and get just like a 12 lore swing to take over the game. It's just kind of a nuts combo if I saw it. And if I didn't see it, it's inkable, it's fine. Kills Diablos, it quests really well against red-purple, and red-blue that's not on ice blocks.
I love it. Okay.
So I have a question for you. So no Elsas.
Hey, I'm so glad you asked that. So I was talking about the crabs. So when we look at the format, there's many shades of purple out here, and this particular colors does not genie war. Like, we lose. We lose every genie war. Like, if I genie Elsa against red purple and kill their genie, I wasted a 5 ink and 2 lore. And what do I get out of that? They just continue furthering their game plan. That's when they hit their Medusa and Tremaine turn. That's when they're about to hit their prep turn. And I decided before this event, I can't genie war anybody. So my game plan is to go wide, and if they take a turn to kill my genie, I'm still questing on the side. So the purple mirrors are very fascinating because you really want to take the board by turn 3, and then get your genie up, and then to start questing with all your little things, and the incremental lore makes such a huge difference in the long run.
It's just a little chipper away every turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's just a giant race.
Yeah. The whole thing is, that's what Rourke's specialty is. He's very good against red-purple because they'll swing some lore in the early game that really matters late when they're incredibly strong. And so if you just Rourke right before the prep turn, you Rourke and just trade some stuff in to swing the board back and minus them a couple, it's usually enough to get you over the line.
Cool.
The 18 1-drops is mathematically to ensure I should see 3, just at about, I think I have like a 95% chance if I'm mulligan. Good luck. So.
And any changes you would have made?
I feel great about it. I honestly feel like there's no matchup I was doomed in. Even in the one that finally took me out, it took a very strong hand from arguably the best player in the world to get me. So I'm not mad about it. I feel good. It was a good weekend.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Oh, absolutely. First off, shout out to my family, my fiance Mandy and my daughter Faye, my brother River back home, everyone from locals. Cody talked me on the Circus at the last moment. It was a great card because I played red-blue all weekend. But most of all, I want to shout out my friend Zach. We've just been putting in the effort since we both qualified. Just put in the work, and we both are just busy adults and just finding the time to get practice sessions in and just taking that time and really talking about it. And we put in so much work, and I was able to pull through for it. So, other than that, I'm on YouTube. I'm that Mo Kid. I'll be talking about this in depth here probably in the next couple of days once I get home. I have a lot of thoughts to share about it, and yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for watching.